Here we are at Woodburn, a very bright sunny morning, more or less flat calm, the odd fish moving on the surface. We're going to try dries. I'm going to fish a sedge on the tail and I've got a grunter above it, and we'll start like that and see if that does anything for us. Could be doing with a ripple, but the forecast is it's to be very calm today, so we'll see what the day brings for us. Just hooked a fish on the sedge. I'm pleased with that because that's my own tie and it's not David's tying this time. David Fisher that gave me the tying for this. This is my own tying, so quite pleased that I've got it reasonably right. This might be a wee bit better than I think it is. I'm not saying it's a monster, but it's better than I thought it was when it came up at first. I've not really had a... With the algae in the water, I can't really see it. And a lot of head shaking. Doesn't want to come in. Right. This is putting up a bottle and a half, this. Strong. That's a kind of short, deep fish.
Well, that was one the same as mine.
Yeah.
The size of the net.
Aye, well that, I would say there's a good, with the girth that's on that, I would say that's 3.5, at least. At least 3.5. There we go. Well, it's mid-afternoon. Conditions have not changed all day. Conditions have been absolutely dreadful. This flat calm all day, and quite a bit of algae in the water. Still only had 2 fish. I've rose an awful lot of fish to this new sedge pattern that I've got, and but they're reluctant to take it. I think they're just getting too much time to look at it in this flat calm. If there was a bit of a ripple on, I think they would be more committed to taking it. I haven't rose a fish for quite some time now. It's just went absolutely dead on us. Nobody seems to be getting anything. But it's just been a not very good fishing day at all. But them's the breaks. Some are good, some are not so good. But still an odd fish moving, as you can probably see there. But I don't seem too keen on taking anything. But just got to keep trying. Hope you get a daft one. It's very unusual to be up this height, and it's not blowing a hoolie, but quite the opposite today. Just absolutely like glass, and it's never good when it's like that. Very little fly life about as well. There are odd fish, as I say, but when I say the odd fish, I mean the odd fish. It's been a long, long time since I rose one. I was rising a fish nearly every 2 or 3 casts earlier on this morning, but as I say, not been able to hook them, but all of a sudden they just came onto that sedge, but they just weren't right on it. They seemed very, very interested in it, but as far as taking it properly, no, they didn't. A few of them, I did feel them when I lifted, so they are, they have got it in their mouth. Other ones are just swirling at it. But I don't see the conditions changing, I really don't. Fish number 2 on the sedge. So that's sedge again. Putting up a fair old battle, but it's not a big fish. Definitely not a big fish, but giving a good account. Right, there you go. Keying into another fish on a black snatcher. It's ran him right into the backing in the first run there. So it could be a good fish. Did you take the sedge off?
Aye.
Just a single fly?
Yep. Size 14 black snatcher. Static.
Oh, static?
Aye.
I thought you were pulling it, you know, when you took... Ah, it's no floating though.
Aye.
How does a snatcher float?
That one's got that one's palmered.
Aye, all the snatchers are palmered.
No, that was floating.
Hmm.
A wee black fly sticking out, so I tried the black bugger. I tried putting a hooker underneath.
Good, well done. Ian into his third fish. On a black buzzer.
Not a big fish. Not just some fun. Keep the tension down.
Yep.
That's the beauty about that. You can feel it click, 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 clicking.
Yeah. That's 2.5, something like
Not
that.
even near. I'll be lucky if it's 2.10.
2.
I'll be lucky if it's 2.
Good, well done.
Can you look at it?
Yeah, yeah, barely 2. Right, I'll try further up the loch and see if our fortune changes, but I doubt it. Conditions are not great at all. This flat calm all the time. It's just not very good conditions at all. But it doesn't look as if it's going to change either. But you just make a day of it, don't you? It's simple as that. Still got the 2 sedges on. Rose a lot of fish, but they're not committing. I'm into algates in the water. You have to keep degreasing all the time. And that. No. Conditions are terrible is a word. Still the odd fish moving, as you can see, but pretty selective, I think. Well, it's been such a difficult day today. Still flat calm. I'm going to put on the purple zonker. I've changed my line over to a Cortland blue and go down because nothing much moving at all now. I'm going down with a Cortland blue, purple rain zonker, and see if that does anything, because it's just been a nightmare in the top today. The fish just not committing at all. So that's not my favourite way of fishing this, but needs must. There we go, Ian, right away. Yep. So there we are, first cast with a purple zonker and bingo. Struggled all day with the dries. Strong fish this. Oh. About 4.5 in that, Ian. Maybe 5. Aye, 5, I would say. Good. There they are. Fish number 3. A long wait for that to change, I suppose, if things are not happening in the top, but that's just the way I prefer to fish. But you're here to get a bit of sport, so that's why I've put this thing on. Well, that's the end of our session. This is my last cast. Ian's had 4 fish. One was £8 something in the net, he was saying, so that'll be £7-ish. I've had one about 5.5, and 2 others. So Ian had 4, I had 3. A hard day. Conditions are just absolutely dreadful. But anyway, we got some fish. So until next time, tight lines.